Hello and welcome back to the Bundren Lawn Care iRacing series. Today we're here for race number 5 and the finale at Nashville Fairgrounds. This is the final race ever in the league. So these drivers ready to take it on and make it a good one to in this league. And hopefully we have a pretty good race here. 120 laps at the Fairgrounds, but first we got to do our 2 heat races. So on the pole here in heat number 1 is Hayes Booth, making his first start this season. And his last. Right beside him is Barrett Polhemus. And then right behind both of them is Glenn Bundren. So 6 drivers in this field again, so 3 in each heat. As pace cars down pit road, this is probably the widest track we've been to this season. And green flag in the air, 8 laps here in heat number 1. Barrett with a nice jump on that outside lane, as Glenn's already slapping the wall behind them. As Barrett's going to lead lap 1, but Hayes Booth is right to his outside, trying to take that lead away. Like I mentioned before the race started, this is probably the widest track these drivers have been to. A very nice little racetrack here in Nashville. Of course, we have the Nashville Super Speedway, the normal main 3 series of NASCAR go to. But you got this track, little Fairgrounds here, that I believe NASCAR used to go to as well, as Hayes Booth hits the wall there. But now you just have random, like, late model or any type of racing series or racing on this track, just little events. So we're halfway down. Honestly, wouldn't be surprised if this track comes back for maybe a truck series event. As Glenn Bundren, he was looking 3 wide there. As Hayes Booth and Barrett Polhemus, they've been side by side for the last like 4 laps now. As Hayes Booth back up into the wall, that's going to allow Barrett to clear. Now Glenn's underneath that 5. So we'll see how that damage is going to affect Hayes. As bit of contact down low, and that's going to spin the 5 around, and he's going to go hard to the outside wall. Glenn also around, and that's going to bring out the caution here in heat race number 1. They made contact all the way down the straightaway. We'll go back and look at that again. So Hayes Booth was already struggling, and then out of turn number 4. Bit of contact there with Glenn, and then just more contact, more, and then finally they both spin around entering turn 1. So a quick little caution here. We'll be restarting with 2 laps to go. As that 5 of Hayes Booth, there he's going to have to fix his damage before the main event. Still got to wait through 1 more heat race. So if I'm not mistaken, the points battle is going to be between Sam Brochu and Glenn Bundren. Definitely between both of them. And I believe the gap is 10 points. 10 or 11 points. So it's going to be pretty tricky for Glenn Bundren to win this thing. He's going to need Brochu to finish maybe last out of these 6 cars. Like I said, I have no idea how the point system works. Brochu in heat number 2, so we'll see him in a few moments here. As we're still pacing Glenn Bundren. This is basically for the pole, so whoever wins this will get the pole. I think this sets the inside lane, if I'm not mistaken. Can I go gearbox? Oh, I can't go gearbox on the base car. That's cool. So as we come to the line, one lap to go till green. Barrett Polhemus trying to get another heat win. Glenn Bundren, Hayes Booth, they're both going to try to steal it here. And like I said, I believe this should be basically for the pole in the feature race. 120 lap feature, the most we've seen. And I believe you only get one tire set for the whole race. Pace car down pit road. It's going to be Barrett leading us back to green flag, and green flag back in the air with 2 laps to go. Barrett already out to a nice lead. Glenn clears for second, now up into the wall. As we come to the white flag this time by, Barrett leading with Glenn about a car length behind him. Ooh, Barrett hit a bump. Keeps it off the wall. And heading into 3 and 4 for the final time, it is going to be Barrett Polhemus winning heat race number 1 here at Nashville. Glenn coming in second, and then Hayes Booth coming in third. So heat race number 2 will be set up here. See who has the pole in a minute. Looks like it's going to be Sam Brochu on the pole. Right beside him, Ryan Hyatt. And right behind both of them, Jack Stanley. So like I was mentioning before, we've seen 2 50-lap features happen in one night, but we haven't seen these cars go fully 120 laps in one stint. I believe they do get a tire set, though, so they'll be able to use that to their advantage, too. And I wish we did have a bigger field for this final race, but 6 cars is not bad showing. Could be worse. Pace car down pit road, getting ready for another 8-lap heat race here. Green flag in the air. Sam Bruce is going to lead us. Brochu leads lap 1. And has a nice gap over Ryan Hyatt right now. Sam Brochu continues to pull away from that 88. Jack Stanley right on Ryan Hyatt's, or pretty close to Ryan Hyatt, about a car length now. Separate the two. There's not as many cars hitting the wall in this heat race. Everyone keeping it relatively clean. It looks like Hyatt might be reeling in Sam Brochu a little bit as we come to halfway in this heat race. Now it looks like Brochu's pulling away again. So 2 laps to go for Sam Brochu in the 21. He has just absolutely dominated this heat race. And if he wins this, he should be starting second in the main event. So coming to the white flag this time by in heat race number 2. Unless something happens, everyone should be finishing where they are right now. And coming out of turn number 4, Sam Broshu's going to dominate heat number 2. And he's going to get the win here. And he will be starting second in the feature race. Ryan Hyatt comes home second, and with Jack Stanley third. As everyone gridding up. One car not on the track. There he is, the 5 of Hayes Booth. So we should be getting pace laps underway here. As the pace car rolls off, we'll get to your starting lineup. So Barrett Polhemus starts on pole after winning heat race number 1. Sam Broshu, your heat 2 winner, he starts second. Then it's Glenn Bundren and Ryan Hyatt, and then rounding out your field, Hayes Booth and Jack Stanley. 6 cars ready to take on 120 laps here at the Nashville Fairgrounds. I don't know if they'll do 2 pace laps because this is such a big track, or it's a bigger track than all the other ones. Yeah, they will go 2 pace laps. Big crowd out tonight. As the 5 of Hayes Booth, he's pulled it down pit road. I'm not sure why. But we're about to go green, and that's going to mean 5 cars. So pace car down pit road. Barrett Polhemus is going to lead us to the green in the final race of the Bundren Lawn Care Iracing Series, and green flag in the air here at Nashville. Barrett's going to lead lap 1. Glenn Bundren second. Sam Broshu dropped all the way back to 5th. Maybe trying to save his stuff early here. As Hayes Booth, he's still down pit road, so it looks like he will be credited with the 6th place. As first place Barrett Polhemus, he's pulled away, but then these 3 right here under a Blaker right now, and then Sam Broshu 3 seconds back from the field. With Hayes Booth not racing, that's going to probably allow Sam Broshu to capitalize and take the championship. If the points are what I think they are, then yeah, that's going to be the case. If I can find the points here again. I wish they haven't been updated, so I don't know. We'll just see. I doubt Glenn can win it, but anything can happen, I guess. So coming to lap number 8, Barrett has led them all. These 3 drivers, though, right here, they are slowly reeling in. Sam Broshu back to 6 seconds now. We know he's not this slow. Heat 2 winner. We know he's not this slow in, on pace actually, so we'll see if he's just trying to save his stuff right now. Maybe you don't get a tire set. Maybe he's just trying to save those tires till the end. We'll come back on that. There's Ryan Hyatt looking to make a move on Glenn Bundren here down low, trying to pass for second. Glenn's gonna keep that position though. As the top four are still relatively close together. As Ryan Hyatt's all over the back bumper of that 37 as Glenn almost got up into the wall. That's going to help Ryan Hyatt try to capitalize on that 37. Trying to get second. But Glenn does have that outside advantage, and I think the outside is where you want to be at this racetrack. Yes, he does. So Glenn Bundren still keeps that position. But Ryan Hyatt's still right there, right behind him. So Glenn Bundren, who just won the feature race at Hickory Speedway, looking to make it 2 in a row tonight and get the feature win here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Barrett's also looking for his second feature win. I think Sam Brochu's looking for maybe his 5th or 6th. And then you got Jack Stanley and Ryan Hyatt looking for their first. Like Glenn was saying, like we've been saying all season, this is the final race in the league ever. Unless he randomly decides to just bring it back for another 5-race week stint like this one. And even though I might not be the best commentating crew and broadcasting crew this league has had, I am very glad to be a part of it for their final season. And I thank Glenn Bundren for the opportunity. As the top 3 relatively close together, Jack Stanley kind of falling behind a little bit as we come to lap number 20. It's still Barrett Polhemus leading every single lap so far, as I think Hyatt might have scraped the wall back there. And this time by, we will have 100 laps to go here at Nashville. So, top 3 about maybe a car length within each other. Or from each other. Is Glenn keeping a nice 0.3 second lead over Glenn, or Barrett's keeping a nice 0.3 second lead over Glenn right now. And Glenn's doing about the same to Ryan Hyatt. So coming to lap 26, Barrett has led all of them so far. Glenn Bundren still hanging right there behind him. Ryan Hyatt slowly fading away. Jack Stanley about 2.5 seconds back, and then Sam Brochu about 10 seconds back. And then Hayes Booth still on pit road. So not really much to talk about, as each of these drivers just kind of staying in their same spots. This is still Barrett out front, coming to lap number 30. Barrett's coming to lead lap number 31. Still keeping Glenn Bundren within about maybe 0.4 seconds. So next Monday we have SRL starting back up, season 2 of that league. All of those races will be on this channel, plus a few of their Truck Series races as well. The Clash starting next Monday. Or the Monday after this one, whatever. But I'll be doing a few Truck Series races myself. And will most likely be streaming them on Twitch too. And I'm only doing certain truck races. I'll do definitely Daytona and Talladega. Maybe a few others like Vegas. A few of the short tracks. Just a few of the Truck Series races, but not all the Truck Series races. I will keep you updated throughout the Cup Series races, though. About what's happened in the truck race. But most of the guys you see running in this league are in SRL. I don't know about Hayes Booth. Wait, no, Sam Brochu, Jack Stanley, Ryan Hyatt, Glenn Bundren, Barrett Polhemus. They were all in the series last season. As Barrett's pulling away from Glenn Bundren just a tad bit, Ryan Hyatt has fallen to about 2.5 seconds back. Jack Stanley's falling back as well. So I don't have a graphic for it, but how about let's do our first and last crank it up the season. Let me just get rid of this. Actually, I needed that. There goes that. Give me 1 second. And that was the Crank It Up as we come to lap number 49. Closing in on halfway in this race. Barrett Pulhemus, he's pulled about a 2-second lead over Glenn Bundren now. Sam Brochu got around Jack Stanley there for 4th. As we come to lap number 50 there. We go to the Discord real quick. So yeah, maybe they don't have extra tire sets. It's going to be interesting as they've already run 51 laps, which is the most total they've ever run in a stint. I'm pretty sure they've never gone more than 50 laps in a feature. So come to lap 52. Still Barrett leading this one. Sam Brochu slowly closing in on Ryan Hyatt for that podium position. That's definitely going to help him in the championship battle. But I think he might already have it locked now that he's in 4th place. And he might have already had it locked coming into this thing. Slowly creeps in on Ryan Hyatt. This is for the podium position. So we might see some lap traffic by the end of this race with Jack Stanley. And we saw these two get into it at Hickory Speedway. Don't think there's going to be any bad blood in this race, as Sam Brochu is just going to easily pass him. We know Brochu went back there and saved his tires a little bit, so he has a bit better tires than everyone else right now. But still has about a 9-second gap to him and Barrett. But he gets around Ryan Hyatt for 3rd and back up into the podium position that 21 goes. And now he's only 1 spot behind Glenn Bundren. So you see the lap traffic of Jack Stanley. Ryan Hyatt might also be a bit of lap traffic later in this race as well. It looks like Stanley's gonna give Barrett the inside here, so he goes a lap down. So this time by, we'll be halfway through this race, and we do have a yellow. It's that halfway break yellow. So Barrett Pulhemus gave Jack Stanley his lap back so he could stay on the lead lap. So if they have tire set, we'll be seeing everyone down pit road. And I'm pretty sure they all have tire sets because here they all come. So Barrett leads them in, Glenn Bundren right behind him, and then everybody else back here coming in as well. So this is going to be interesting if they have tires, because I don't think we've ever seen these drivers in these cars take tires. They usually come down to fix damage, as there's no line. There's no pit wall there for the 79. Very interesting. So you see 4 tires and just maybe a top off of fuel for everybody here. As Barrett's going to come out first. Looks like Glynn's going to come out second. Brochu third. Pace car don't matter. Caution laps don't count. Hyatt's coming out fourth, and it should be Jack Stanley in fifth. So interesting 4-tire pit stop there. Definitely a lot slower than what NASCAR can, the speeds they can get up to on their pit stops. But these are late models. They don't really, doesn't really matter. So Barrett has led all 60 laps so far. We'll see if he can lead the rest of them. As somehow Sam Brochu gets out second. I thought Glynn got out second, but I guess the 21 did. And maybe caution laps do matter because they are winding down. We'll see if they go back to the restart, if it jumps back up to 60. As we should be coming to 1 to go this time by. It's still going to be a save your tire game here. Choose cone. As you see, Barrett chooses the outside. Brochu down low, Glynn down low, high outside, and then Jack Stanley down low as well. So Barrett thinks that outside lane is going to be stronger. As the pace car should be coming down this time by. Halfway through this feature, another half to go. As Barrett's going to lead us back to the green flag here. Green flag back in the air. It looks like caution laps did wind down there, so we lost about maybe 4 or 5 laps under yellow. And Barrett and Sam already out to a nice lead over Glynn. As is my ticker. Okay, there we go. And Sam Brochu's underneath for the race lead. Shoves Barrett a bit wide there. Still side by side for the lead. And Brochu's going to send it into the corner. He's going to take the lead away here on lap 53. Or 53 to go. Bit of contact between the two leaders. Last time by in turn 1. That allowed the 21 to get in front. So Brochu definitely trying to just capitalize this championship run he's had by winning this feature. Right now, Glynn running third. But like I said, I don't think it matters. I think Brochu has it anywhere he finishes now. Barrett still hanging tough right behind them as Jack Stanley is actually all over the back of Glenn Bundren back here. So two different battles going on. Ryan Hyatt kind of falling off the pack. Maybe trying to save his tires a little bit. As we come to 50 laps to go, Sam Brochu leading us. Barrett Polhemus now in dirty air. The first time he's been in dirty air today. Besides being behind the 95. As Jack Stanley, he's going to get into third, passes Glenn Bundren for that third spot, and up into the podium position, trying to get back-to-back podiums tonight. This is his first time, Hickory Speedway was his first time in a late model, I believe, and got a podium there. Looking to get another one here at Nashville Fairgrounds. Brochu all over that apron. As Barrett Polhemus all over the back bumper. Might have a run down low. He might be down there, and it looks like he will. Brochu's going to try to shut the door, but Barrett's still down there, but Brochu's going to get the run off the corner. And these two up front just not saving any of their tires right now. So Sam Brochu leads, Barrett Pulliam a second, Jack Stanley comfortably in third, Glenn Bundren fourth, and then Ryan Hyatt, who's fallen about 5 seconds back, in fifth. So Sam Brochu still leading this one. But Barrett Pulliam is just all over his back bumper right now. We usually see the 21 out of the back bumper of somebody here, but this time, the 21 is the one being chased. I can't tell what that is on the front of Barrett's car. There's a white spot right there. I don't know if that's wall damage or if it's just a part of the scheme. It looks like it's a bit of scrapes. So he might have gotten into the wall a little bit. Or it could have been from the heat race. We saw everyone in heat number one just hitting the wall each and every lap. So we got a battle brewing for third, and it's not brewing anymore as Glenn Bundren gets around Jack Stanley. With 39 laps to go. As Barrett's still trying to look for a way around the 21. I think the outside is just a tad bit better here at Nashville, but the inside lane could work if you can use it right. Brochu kind of pulling away there about a car length over the 79. We got about 35 and a half laps to go. Still Sam Brochu leading, but Barrett's not letting him out of his sight. And they have about a 3-second lead over Glenn Bundren and everybody else. So we'll see if they're saving their tires on the back. These two up front definitely aren't. We'll just see what happens here by the end of the race. Looks like Glenn got into the wall a little bit there. So even if Sambrosha leads all these laps, Barrett Polhemus will still have the most laps led. Since those caution laps counted, he's led about 64-65. That's more than half of the race. So we got 29 laps to go. It's still Sambrosha with Barrett Polhemus all over his back bumper. Is Barrett closing in on the back bumper of the 21. Might have gotten into his inside there. Barrett Polhemus down low for trying to get that race lead away. Trying to get up there in side draft, but couldn't quite do it. Tucks back in behind the 21. As they've pulled away about 4 seconds on Glenn Bundren now. We might see a battle for fourth soon between Jack Stanley and Ryan Hyatt. Less than 25 to go. Still Sambrosha leading. So closing in on 20 laps to go, it's still about the same thing. Sambrosha leading with Barrett Polhemus just trying to find a way around him. We'll see maybe Barrett use the bumper a little bit. We know how these cars react when you hit their back bumpers though. We've seen Sambrosha accidentally wreck a few drivers many times, including earlier at Hickory Speedway. Got into the back bumper of Ryan Hyatt, spun him around. And then got into the back bumper of Glenn Bundren as well. Almost spun him around, but ended up keeping him straight. And letting him win the race. We'll see if Barrett uses it. If he can get close enough here on the final lap. As we've gotten to 19 laps to go. Broshu's pulled a little bit of a gap over the 79. Maybe about a car length now. As unless we get a caution, it's just going to be these two battling for the win. As like I said, fourth place was brewing a little bit. Ryan Hyatt trying to get to the outside of Jack Stanley here. And they're not too far. Ooh, bit of contact. Stanley's going to go up into the wall. Keeping it straight, keeping it clean, green. We'll go back and take a look at that real quick. Jack Stanley down low, Ryan Hyatt to his outside. And Stanley comes up, gets a little bit of a nudge, and then comes back down, makes contact with Hyatt, and up into the wall Jack Stanley goes. So Ryan Hyatt takes fourth. As we'll see if Jack Stanley with that damage, how slow he's going to be, and if he becomes a lap traffic. If he becomes lap traffic by the end of this thing. As Broshu has pulled it to almost 2 car lengths now over Barrett Polhumus. It's become to 12 laps to go. We'll also see if Ryan Hyatt can catch Glenn Bundren for that podium spot, as he's about 2 seconds behind the 37. Now he's got a bit of damage after being doored by the 95. It's either Barrett's taking it easy or he's used up his stuff trying to pass that 21 early. As we come to 10 laps to go here in the final race of the Bundren Lawn Care Series. What a great 5 weeks it's been, even though we didn't have a race last week. As now Barrett's about a half second back from Broshu. So got out to the lead pretty early in this second stint after that caution. And has just kept it ever since. And yeah, I think Barrett might have used up his stuff. As Sam Broshu continues to pull away. So Broshu will possibly cruise to an easy victory here. And that will mean he will be your champion. I don't think Jack Stanley will become a lap traffic problem. Yeah, almost out to his second lead now. Broshu goes over Barrett Polhumus. And coming to 5 laps to go for this 21 machine. As now he's just all by himself. No one around him. Jack Stanley comes down pit road. Looks like he's going to probably retire that vehicle. So coming into Hickory Speedway, 14 points over Glenn Bundren. Finished 1 spot behind Glenn Bundren. Coming into this race, he was about 10 points in front of him. Which I think any position he would have won the championship anyway. But he's just making sure he wins it now as he's looking to win here at Nashville Fairground. As we come to 2 laps to go for Sam Broshu. No one around this 21. As Barrett falls off to about 2 seconds now. And out of turn number 4, white flag for Sam Broshu. One more time around here at Nashville. Relatively clean race, 1 caution. That was because of the halfway point. And down the back straightaway, heading into 3. And out of turn number 4, Sam Broshu is going to get the win here at Nashville. And he will lock up the championship. So we'll get into interviews in a second, but I'm pretty sure Sam might do some burnouts here. as he gets the win here in the final race of the Bundren Lawn Care Series, and he gets the championship. So that is Ryan Hyatt giving him a bit of a love tap there. As it looks like he's going to do a little victory lap here around the speedway. Sam Brochu won the most features this season, and now wins this big 120 lap event and the championship in the final season of the Bundren Lawn Care Series. As he does his parade lap back to the start-finish line, Sam Brochu, your winner here at Nashville. We'll get into your interviews now. So who finished third? It was Glenn at Bundren, so we'll pull Glenn in here real quick. They're actually in the driver's meeting, so I don't know if they're talking or not. Let me see. All right, Glenn. So, last race of the league, and you come home in third with another podium finish. Unfortunately, couldn't get back-to-back wins tonight, but a third place is not bad. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, it's end of an era for me, dude. I mean, like, this was my second child, this league and everything. Yeah, it's gonna be something to get used to, not having this league back no more. But I got so much stuff going on in my life, and just I can't keep a league. So yeah, it's best to finish it off good. We won. We had one early on in the broadcast at Hickory. Flew down to Nashville, ran mediocre. I kind of burnt my stuff up both those runs. But yeah, with like 20 to go, dude, I was just thinking to myself, dude, this is it, and all the time, sweat, hours, and just for this league to be to be ran right and everything, and I'm glad that we came back. I know the car counts wasn't the best, but I'm glad this was like a last send off than the last one. But yeah, congrats to Sam. He's your champion. $25 Buffalo Wild Wings gift card to him. So he's going to be good here in the next couple days. You for broadcasting, man, you do one hell of a job. I'm sure you're going to do pretty good next week with Chewy's league. Yeah, I know I kind of rushed it last the last I don't know last time I got interviewed, but I got me a little list of names who I want to read off to. Shandy Mantovo, Charlie Bear, Kenneth Bueno, Francisco Bacaya, Blaze McKinney, Riley for stepping up this year for helping broadcast, Zeke, who helped broadcast again. Just big thank you. Just those names. Without them Bundy would not have been as big as it was like during COVID. Um, yeah, just kind of makes me sad, but also it's for the better and everything. So once again, I appreciate you for broadcasting, and I'm taking too much time, I know, but congrats to Sam, congrats to everybody that past champions or past winners of Bundy. It didn't have to be this season, but past season, just awesome. Thank you.
All right, Glenn, I appreciate you for letting me come on board these last 5 weeks and broadcasting this league. Definitely had fun watching these late models go around, especially
Yeah.
the new late models. So yeah, thank you for hosting this thing. And I'll see you, I guess, in SRL if you're racing that still.
Yeah, I'm still racing that. Oh, I got a couple more people I gotta thank.
All right.
Keelan Harvick, he's a big fan of Bundy. He was whenever it was during happening during COVID. So I want to give him a shout out. Both the Harvicks, they're good people. Jonathan for getting me in touch with them. Just awesome. Thank you.
All right, congrats on your third place, man, and I'll see you sometime later.
Yep.
All right, I'm at Barrett here, your second place finisher. But I don't know if he's going to come in here, so we'll bring your winner in. I'll give him some time. And well, I'll just already bring, oh, there's Barrett's. All right. So we'll bring Barrett in here. All right, Barrett. So you dominated the first half of the thing, thing. Caution came out halfway through caution. Sam Brochu got around you, and it looked like you had something for him until about maybe 10 laps to go, and looked like you burned up all of your rubber there at the end. Second place. How do you feel?
Not good enough. I dominated the first half and then lost in the second, which seems to be a common theme. So, yeah, I should have won, but didn't. So.
All right. Is there anyone you would like to thank before we head out here?
Nope.
All right. Congrats on your second place finish, and I'll see you sometime later.
10-4.
All right, and we'll bring Sam Brochu in, your winner. All right, Sam Brochu, so you dominated the second half of the race, won the championship, and got a $25 gift card to Buffalo Wild Wings. How do you feel?
Yeah, I'm super excited for the Buffalo Wild Wings gift card. That's really cool. Honestly, like, I thought the race was gonna go green the entire way, so that's why I let everybody by and was hard saving my tires, because I wanted to be able to push it just a little farther. But then Glenn had other ideas and told everybody, "Oh yeah, we're throwing the caution at lap 60." So I had to push to gain a few spots, and then from pitting and that restart, I was able to get the lead and never really lost it. And Barrett stuck with me that entire run up until about 10 to go, and I guess he just burned his stuff off. But overall, it was a really good season. I had a ton of fun. I definitely recommend racing with Glenn and his leagues. It's a blast all the time. Even if there isn't a heavy card count, it's a lot of fun racing with your friends. But yeah, I'm excited for the Buffalo Wild Wings. I guess I'll be going like Thursday night or something after work, and yeah, it was fun.
All right, and before we wrap up things here, is there anyone you would like to thank?
Yeah, I'll go Glenn and Blaze for putting this league on. I know it's been going on for a few years, but it kind of sucks to see it go. But just them for devoting their time and energy into something that they enjoy doing. It's truly been a work of art to sit back and watch, and just everybody that's raced, from 4 cars to 15 cars. It was a blast no matter what.
All right, well, congrats on your win and your championship, and I will definitely see you sometime in the SRL season.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, and that's gonna do it. So a very fun night, both at Hickory Speedway and here at the Nashville Fairgrounds. That's gonna do it for the league, though. That was the final race, and you heard Glenn. He's just too busy to keep it running. And I had a fun 5 weeks here. These late models are definitely look a lot better than the old late models, so that's a good touch. Definitely, I mean, I bought the late models, so I'll definitely be racing them around these tracks sometimes. So yeah, thank you all for coming out here and watching this event. Like I said, next Monday, SRL starts back up for the Clash at I think Daytona Super Speedway. So I'll see you guys there.